am your host, Kathy Buccio, and if you're like me, walking to your car at night can be a little scary, and especially when no one is around, and that happens here in South Florida. Now, today we're going to learn boxing moves for self-defense. And joining us is Jerome Turner, the owner of the People's Gym in Miami. What's up, Jerome? It's so great to have you on the Smartlife.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, this is me, because sometimes I'm walking home, I'm getting to my car, I'm zoned in on my Instagram, and I'm not paying attention, and I should be.
You should be.
So, am I putting myself at risk?
You are putting yourself at risk because most attackers, they look for prey. I don't want to say prey, but they will look for those that are not paying attention.
Right.
You want to be paying attention. Please, people out there, do not have the AirPods in your ear, because then you won't even be able to hear footsteps. You're just in your own world.
Right.
You want to be able to see your surroundings, as if anyone is hiding behind a bush or hiding on the side of your car in some shadow. You need to be.
Right. And I know this is something that you teach even from a very young age.
Yes.
You do self-defense classes. Tell me a little bit about your program and what you do.
Okay, with the People's Gym, what I teach is usually moms call me when their child is being bullied on, right? So I teach them self-defense, not to hurt someone, but to keep them from being hurt. And one of the main reasons why I teach self-defense to young children is because of disciplinary reasons. It helps the parent have an easier parenthood with the child.
Right.
Because when children understand the functions of boxing, the jabbing, the crossing, the discipline, it just makes them a more respectable and more kind kid.
But here's what I like about you, Jerome, that you teach them this not to promote violence.
No.
Actually, it's the other way around.
It really is.
Because I know growing up, you encountered some bullying, and it stemmed from this.
Yes. So, okay, so this is the thing. Most people fight because they don't know how to protect themselves.
Right.
But if okay, I've been boxing since 2006. I'm a 3-time champion, not to toot my horn. But I'm saying that because if I was to ever get into a confrontation,
you know what to do.
I know what to do, so I know how to diffuse the situation, but my ego is not involved because I've been in so many fights, I know what I'm capable of doing. Most men fight because they feel like they need to prove something. Me, on the other hand, I don't.
Now, for women, though?
For women, now, most women don't fight. It's more of a psychological thing. But for women to protect themselves against men, you would want a woman, I always teach women to have eye contact with every man you see, whether you're in the elevator, whether you're going or coming from work.
Why do you say that? Why
eye contact? Because if you don't look at me and I attack you, but I don't kill you, and you can't point me out in the lineup. But if you give me eye contact and I can describe you, you can describe that tattoo on my arm, that mark I have on my neck. That right there are very key things that all women should pay attention to. Always look your attacker in the eye if you're being attacked.
Right.
Yes.
So basically, this is me everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere I go. So would anyone benefit from learning to box, or at least the techniques that you're going to show us?
Of course you will benefit. First off, you will have confidence. Yes. You will be in better shape. You'll know how to use your body. You'll understand distance. Right now, I'm too close to you.
You are?
Yeah, you're not too close to me.
But you're close to me.
I'm too close to you.
Okay, and why? What's the difference?
Because I can grab you from here. See how close I am?
Yes.
I can just grab you, pull your hair back.
Whereas I can't.
You can't touch me.
Can't touch
but
you.
But I knew that. It's called like a radar. Most fighters have a radar. They know.
I'm not even thinking about that.
Well, I'm a fighter. I was taught these things years ago. So imagine right now with your peripheral. Can you see my feet with your peripheral? Just look at me dead in my eye.
Very little.
That's where people in TV world, when a person is walking up to you, the moment their feet leaves your peripheral, that's when you should tell that person to stop if they're trying to attack you.
Right.
Because then that person is already too close and they can grab you easily. So you should be telling me to stop the moment my feet begin to disappear from your peripheral.
That's a big red flag.
That's a huge red flag, especially if a person has an aggressive approach. Not just any man, but aggressive approach. If you feel like someone's really trying to harm you, if you feel uncomfortable, always keep your eye on them and put your back against some type of solid surface. That way you know nothing behind you or no one is coming to grab you.
Okay, and you're saying that this can start as early as childhood, but you even teach elderly as well.
Of course, all ages.
All ages.
All ages need it for different purposes.
Yes.
You know, children need it for disciplinary reasons, right? Bullying, small, minor things, you know, name calling. Women need it for confidence purposes.
Right.
You have your heels on, you just came from an interview, you work like you do, you walk into your car, you want to have a nice, strong personality, mentality, knowing that I can protect myself, or I'm in shape. A lot of women not even in shape enough to run from their attacker. How about that?
That's scary.
That's scary.
That's scary. You don't think about that.
No, no one does.
No one does.
No one
I know.
does.
And with so much information that you're giving right now, Jerome, what is the first thing you actually teach in one of these self-defense classes?
The first thing I would teach a person is balance, foundation.
Foundation.
You know, so depending on what hand you use, whether you put your right hand in front or your left hand in front, right? So let's just say you put your left hand in front, right?
Okay.
So your left hand will be in front with your left leg also, right?
My left leg.
So your hands will be here. Your front hand will be in front of your face for protection.
Okay.
Your back hand will be on the side for protection. And I teach people foundation. So you have a foundation, right?
Okay.
Yes, you have on heels.
I have one.
And
but this is realistic. What if I am wearing heels?
This is realistic. So if I see that you know how to protect yourself to a degree, I might leave you alone because you're not easy as I want. I want you easy. I want you screaming. I want you not screaming, but just like freezing, panicking. That's what I want.
Right.
I don't want a woman that is confident in herself to defend. Just that alone, just this bluff.
See that? This
just
confidence.
Just the fact that you're bluffing me may tell me that you know something, because it's so many MMA schools out here, boxing schools.
Right.
Maybe you do know something. And what if I don't? I'm only going off the fact that I'm just a man, and hopefully I can just overwhelm you,
Right.
have my way with you, and do whatever.
Will I ever use my hands at this point?
You could. Or you can put your hands up, and then you can turn your hands and open fingers right into my eye.
Oh.
Yeah, of course. Because your
right.
punch is not really going to do anything to me. If anything, it may upset me, right? Make me more furious.
Which could only aggravate you more.
Aggravate me more. Maybe, sorry, folks, maybe a rape can turn into a kill now, because now you aggravated me.
Right.
But if you poke me in the eye and you run and you scream.
Here is a tip that Jerome shared with me off camera. You never change, always change your shoes, but always wear sneakers.
Okay, so here's the scenario. I'll paint the scenario for you. Let's say you come to work and people come to work before you. So of course people want to park closest to the door, just like at the supermarket, right? But you have to park maybe in the back of the parking lot. So in the daytime, in the morning time, you come to work, everyone's in and out, going to work, no big deal. But let's say after work is over with and you wanted the people to leave late.
Right.
And you have to walk, but some of the parking lights are out. The lights are out, they're flickering, you have your heels on. You should have something in your hand for protection, because you never know who's having a bad day and they want to share that day with you.
So the keys are just your weapon,
too.
So
what you would want to do as a woman, one of your best defenses is have your key, your car key, put it between the middle of your fingers and just walk. You can have it you can have your hand in your purse, you can have it on the side of you. And if anybody walk up on you, you just always go for the eye. Don't think you're going to hurt them.
Like that.
In the eye. Go for my eye.
Always.
First thing I do, I'm going to grab my eye.
Which gives me time to...
Please run.
Run.
Don't listen to these people that say, oh, if someone grab you, twist their wrist. You don't listen. People don't fall for that nonsense. You take that key, you jam that eye, you scream, and you run for help.
Thank you, Jerome, and beware out there. Thank you for joining us on the Smart Life.
Thank you.
I feel a little more confident.
Good.